Hi, I'm Annika Johnson from Al Johnson's in Sister Bay. I hope you enjoy my new video series called Door County Girl. These are stories of my life, the people and places that I love, and of course how we all survive here in northern Wisconsin. You can come back as often as you like, but don't forget to subscribe to Al's YouTube channel. I'll be posting lots of really cool new videos. So let's go.
Hey everybody out there, it's myself, Door County dude, Rolf Johnson. My sister's not here, so I also have...
You take over that quickly, huh?
Yeah, I guess so.
He's naming his own...
Well, he gave me the point, that's why I figured. But I'm here with my good buddy, Kit, and who's the...
No, I was talking about Door, like Annika's gone.
Now it's Door County, dude.
It's not about me, I could care less.
So now, when she's not here, heck, it's our show.
I know, we can sort of just do, I don't know.
It is our show.
Who knows, she could watch these and go, wow, I could have done it so much better.
That's exactly what she'll do. What are you guys thinking?
Yeah, why? Boy, that was boring.
Yeah, but what we got in store
what are we doing today?
Okay, we've got Apple Fritter Pancakes, like an apple donut pancake.
So and
it's apple season.
Yeah, and I don't know about you, but I have a bunch of apple trees on my property, but I also just drive around. It seems like it's like a bumper crop of apples.
This year,
I've never seen so many. My trees were drooping with apples.
Yeah.
And I did absolutely nothing comparatively like last year. I don't know if we had just had like an inflection of bees pollinating massively or something. I don't know.
Well, we were just talking to your father-in-law, and he said the same. He simply tended to a wild apple tree by the airport, and he said this year it's a bumper crop.
Yeah, and those apples are good over there. I don't know about you, but there's some apple trees I know that like grow wild that are like just secretly like that has a really good apple on it. And it's weird because it's some of the varieties, I don't even know what they are.
I don't know what a wild apple is.
Well, no, because there's all kinds of different varieties that aren't like propagated. But up here, we have so many just wild trees on property that you think like a deer eats an apple and then, eats the seed and then does its business somewhere and then all of a sudden an apple tree.
I'll have to ask my buddy Jim Sequist in Sequist Orchards to see, hey, is there a certain type that's in the wild that's been cross-pollinated because of the orchards? Are they closer to Cortlands? Are they closer to McIntosh?
Yeah.
What are the other big ones that they have up here?
Because it's weird, my older trees are very resistant to like any bugs or anything else.
Really?
They always have apples. They don't like... in the past we've had like the Japanese beetles like come through and they just eat the leaves. Like they love the honeycrisp tree. It's just like gone.
Oh, you have a honeycrisp?
Oh yeah, we have a honeycrisp. We have a Granny Smith, and then we have a Pink Lady, and then we have two random four random trees I don't even know, and then one in the backyard that's like a Macintosh, I think, or something.
And the honeycrisp was the only one that was annihilated?
They love it.
Huh.
And I talked to a guy from like down south, and he's like, they're hard because the Japanese beetles love this tree.
Well, I remember growing up, it was mostly the Cortlands that were popular and stuff like that, and Macintosh. But now, in the last 10 years or so, the Honeycrisp, which is fantastic. And we had an argument today, say somebody said the Sweet Tango's the best.
Sweet Tango now, like at Wood Orchard, because I do all the deliveries for Al's for their products. So, like I was down at Wood Orchard, and they're like, you got to try the Sweet Tangos. And it was like the first year that they had enough production that they could actually sell it, and I think those have surpassed their Honeycrisp.
That's what my mom's been buying too.
Your mom
and she sends them to her friends. Yeah,
I think that's how I got it, because they knew like Annika's like, you going to Wood today? And I'm like, yeah, and she's like, grab some for Ingrid, and I'm like, no problem. So,
and I had mentioned one we don't have up here yet is the Cosmic Crisp, and I don't know if you've tried it. You can buy it at the Pig. It's rather expensive, but it's a nice eating apple. Is it the one that comes in its own private plastic No.
thing?
The one that comes in its own private, its own little cell. I think I bought them one time, and it's a grapple.
Oh yeah, I've had it.
And then I said, hey, they crossed a grape with an apple, and it tastes like a Concord grape. But then if you read the ingredients, it's artificially flavored.
Really?
Yeah. So I was like, I thought they did something ingenious there.
Right.
No.
Okay.
So
it does taste good though, but
but if it's like I think they take a regular apple,
just injected with flavor,
turkey based it with some grape flavoring or something. But anyhow,
so do you have a backstory on this one, or is it just a
no? Jesper and I were always making stuff at night. That's my son. And he's always coming up with, he likes apple fritters. And Steve-O taught us how to make some great apple fritters and different turnovers and things like that. And I said, let's try making it into a pancake. And so we did. And I see there are some varieties of different recipes out there. But this is the one that we like.
So I'm glad you brought up your son. I'm gonna do.
Oh.
I've got my
Gibraltar.
Gibraltar football.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. This is for my son. His team was undefeated this year. Middle school team.
Do they play 8-man league?
They play 8-man league. And
Fast game.
Yeah.
If you're not familiar with 8-man league, it's much more fun to watch than a regular high school football game.
Lots of scoring. Lots of scoring.
And you don't need big burly people. You need speed.
Fast guys. Yeah.
It's a fast game.
Yeah. So it was fun to watch him. It was his first year doing football, and from a guy that played football in high school and college and stuff like that, it's sort of neat to see him doing that. But he can choose whatever sport he wants. I always say that. But
as long as it's football, you don't care.
No.
Scared.
As long as it's not gambling.
Yeah. Wait, gambling now.
Okay, let's start this out.
All right. So you're going to crack an egg in that bowl.
Should I do it carefully or not?
However you choose to do it. The Galloping Gourmet. All right. Yeah. Then we're going to have a pinch of salt. A pinch of nutmeg. A pinch of ginger. I'd like to use ground ginger. It's fresh, but this in case I'm just using powdered. And this is cinnamon and sugar. And you'll have the measurements on our website and as well as recipes printed up as well. So I want you to mix that up real well. And while you're doing that, I am going to grate a Honeycrisp apple. You can use any apple. Using the Honeycrisp because it's a favorite of mine, but a Granny Smith works great. The Granny Smith is like the go-to apple for just about anything. And use the large whole part of the grater. Grate the whole apple, but you don't want to get the seed in it, obviously.
See, I like this because we were talking about this recipe yesterday, and I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, are you peeling the apples?
He goes, oh, good, I get to peel the apple. I'm like, no.
I didn't want to peel the apple. That's why.
Oh, okay.
I've done a video once where we did the apple peeling machine,
I love
which I
that
think
machine.
is really cool. But like, it's not like trying to reload it and then shoot it and then reload another one. Like no one wants to watch me try and like jam the apple.
You just want to watch the mesmerizing part where he just actually is turning the screw and then watching it.
I don't want you to grate your finger.
Can I get some?
So just one apple, huh?
Just one apple. Well, this isn't a huge recipe. I've tripled this thing, quadrupled this thing. It's not a batter that you can hold it overnight, but I never do. I always make a small enough batch where I'm going to cook it all up.
So, and then the other thing that this sort of reminds me of is because I see you get all this great apple juice in there.
Yep.
Is that when I go to Wood Orchard or one of the other, or Lautenbach's is another one, I always pick up apple cider donuts to bring to everybody in the kitchen too.
Yeah,
so
those are good. My mom loves those too. So this is going to be about a teaspoon or so of lemon juice. Normally I squeeze a half a lemon in there myself, but just to keep the apple from turning brown, and it also gives it a little nice tart flavor. So we're just going to coat the apple with some lemon.
Okay. Does it look good over here?
Yep. And then what we're going to do is add this to that, and then we're going to fold in some flour, about a half a cup, and some baking powder and a little bit of baking soda. So go ahead and pour that right in there, or vice versa, however you want to do it. And now let's fold all this together.
Okay.
We got a skillet heating up over here. We're going to have some butter, so that's ready to go. We're going to plop that in the skillet.
Well, it's a lot more appley than I thought it would be. Like it's almost like if we're gonna do like a potato pancake, but you substitute the potato for like the apples, you can sort of see the.
Yep.
But it looks really good and it smells awesome.
That should be plenty good. So let's get some butter on here. And you want a kind of a low medium heat because you want to try to cook them all the way through. Oftentimes I get them and they're a little bit
so you're making
underdone.
Just like the traditional circle style pancake.
Yeah, we're not making a square Al Johnson pancake. We're just going to make
giant pan pancake.
Yeah, we're just going to make two right here so you and I can indulge.
Okay.
And these are excellent to serve with, say, powdered sugar. Syrup is good. Apple butter would be good.
Oh, yeah,
Cherry butter would be good.
Put some pumpkin spice in them.
Oh, no, jeez. Okay.
Okay,
I'm in the Piggly Wiggly the other day, and I love the Piggly Wiggly, but you know how they always got the things they're pushing right when you walk in?
Oh, yeah.
It was pumpkin spice Rice Krispies, pumpkin spice Frosted Flakes, pumpkin.
Really?
I was like,
Rice Krispies?
and you're not considering, are you?
I don't know. Well, okay. So here, until just recently, I've never had a pumpkin spiced latte.
And you had one?
And I'm not like into fancy coffee. I mean, you and I are like,
oh yeah,
I like straight coffee. And in fact, all week long, I drink black coffee from Al's. Like, I love Al's coffee. That's all I have. And now I've gotten weird. I think I'm getting older now, like where I only fill it up 3/4 of the way because I don't like it when it gets like
cold. Lukewarm. Yeah.
Yeah. So like I know what I
do
can
that a
drink,
lot,
and then
too.
I'll
It's
just go
like-
refill it again.
I get angry at myself. I feel myself a full cup,
Yeah.
walk away, and I come back. Ah, you got to be kidding me.
But on the weekend is when I sort of branch out and then do.
When nobody's looking.
Well, I put like heavy cream and like, usually I use some kind of sugar substitute or something like that.
I still remember my first cup of coffee. My grandpa was in charge of me, my dad's dad, and he took me out to the cabin.
How old are you?
I would say I was about 6 or 7. So he took me out to Appleport to a cabin, which was shut down for the wintertime.
Yeah.
And he met several other guys out there. And basically I got the idea after a while. It was like, shh. And they sat out there and played poker and drank coffee spiked with whiskey the whole time. And I thought, well, don't they have a hot chocolate for me? But they did not. But he goes, I'll tell you, you're going to start drinking coffee because you're Swede. And I'm like, all right. So then I said, well, I don't want it to be whiskey in there, right?
Yeah.
So he filled mine with half whipping cream, rich cream,
Oh, wow.
heavy cream.
Yeah.
And I loved it. It was fantastic.
Really
It's one of
good.
my fondest
Yeah.
memories. And he goes, now don't tell your folks that you were out here playing poker, drinking coffee with the boys. So I never did, but I said, anytime my grandpa wanted to be in charge of me, I was happy.
So my first cup of coffee was at my dad. My dad had a sporting goods store in Sheboygan, Wisconsin, and I'm at the store and I'm helping out on Saturday, and he's drinking coffee. I'm like, what does coffee taste like? He's like, here, I'll pour you some. So he poured me some, and it was really terrible. And but I didn't want to show that I couldn't drink the cup of coffee,
Right.
because I'm like, hey, we're having this moment and stuff. And we used to get these donuts called Man Killer Donuts from Prangies in downtown Sheboygan. There's these giant long johns with chocolate filling on the inside. And I could just only sort of drink, eat the donut, just because that's just the only way I could get through the coffee. And then now I'm a huge coffee lover.
I'm going to try to make another one. I got a little dark on there, so I was yapping
Here,
away.
Here, let me give you a paper towel. Wipe out the pan.
Well, actually, I'm okay with the pan.
You think so?
Yeah, I think
Okay.
so.
Backseat cooking.
We'll be all right here. I turned the temperature down some.
Okay.
You mentioned Prangies. I said I used to love going downtown in Green Bay when I'm on. I was
the
taking,
big Prangies?
and you got to eat upstairs on the 4th floor or something
yeah.
like that and overlook. I don't think I've ever had anything with grilled cheese.
That's sort of
there,
a thing of the past, though. Those giant, like Marshall Fields, where they have the special. I know Chicago still has their really awesome restaurant in there and stuff. But they used to be like a special place you go and.
Yeah, I remember the
they had,
Marshall
the
Fields one. It
restaurant.
was right after the shoe store. It was
Yeah.
right on the outside in the little deli there. It was fantastic.
No, they always had really good food too at those places.
This is more the color it should
Yeah.
be. We got a little
See, but
carried
that does
away.
look like a potato pancake to me, like how it sort of is textured.
Yeah, yeah. And, the other coffee story. So I drank coffee somewhat now since I was 7 years old. But then when I was out in California and I had a job as a diver, and I thought, I'm from Wisconsin. I don't need a full wetsuit. And they're like, you're just going with a Farmer John wetsuit? That's just a bib overall. I said, that's all you need. Well, after 2 hours in the water, I was buying coffee not to drink, but to pour it down the back of my wetsuit to stay warm. And I was like, I think an 8-hour day. I think I got through 5 hours, and I had to call it a day. But after that, I started drinking coffee and wearing a full wetsuit.
Yeah. You can get cold pretty quick in the water, especially.
All right, well, I think we should
Go
give
for
these
it?
a try.
Okay.
These might be a little doughy on the inside just because I had the griddle a little too hot, but I think you still get the flavor
So-
profile out of it.
And you could fix that easily if you're worried. Like you could actually just microwave it probably for a touch.
Yeah.
Or you can just put it in the oven that's warm and it will.
We're
sort of
putting
finish what
on
it needs
some
to do.
original Al Johnson Golden Goat 100% pure maple syrup.
Well, these look awesome. I'm excited.
And tell me if the peeling made it bitter at all.
The great thing about this, you don't even need
Nothing.
anything else with it. the apple is really good sweetening to it. And that does taste like an apple fritter. It's really good.
I usually have mine with a little powdered sugar, and I let them cool down, and I eat it like it's a apple fritter.
It's almost like that.
Like a donut.
It is. It's really, really
with
good.
the nutmeg in it, and you know.
Yeah, this maybe we may. You know, my son Nico loves apple fritters too. And there was a time where they couldn't get the fritter dough or something like that. And it's not like it's a deep fried one, like you do get it, and so it's a little bit, at least a little bit better.
You know what would be fun for you, especially since you have an apple tree? Kids, go pick a couple apples. We're gonna make something, and you could make them right out of your backyard.
Yeah, that'd be really fun. Well, maybe tomorrow morning we'll be doing it. And I like the spice blend too because it adds like a deeper element to it, like the ginger and the. There was clove in it, right, or no?
Nutmeg.
Nutmeg.
And you could I use allspice when I'm in a pinch.
Yeah. No, it's really, really tasty.
Well, that's about all there is to it. Apple Fritter Pancakes.
It's a winner. You guys should try it. Make it at home. You'll get this on Saturday. Maybe you whip it up Sunday for everybody.
It'll be fantastic.
Yep. You can go watch the Packers win.
Okay. I'm a Bear fan, so there you have it. But that's all right. But I do think the Packers are great for Wisconsin. So
yeah. There you go. And I lived in Chicago, got teased by all the Chicago fans for being a Packers fan for all those years. So I think you're like the first guy I ever actually made some kind of side comment because I felt so bad about that for so long. But so remember, we're finishing up this episode. Make sure you click the little goat in the bottom corner. You can like and subscribe, and then you'll get some cool. They'll notify you and let you know when stuff's coming, and you'll be able to see a lot of other great videos on our YouTube channel. So
and see parts of Door County you haven't seen before.
Yeah, check it out, and we'll be also. I know we're doing a lot of cooking, and but we'll also Annika will be back, and she'll be traveling around the county, meeting people, especially this winter. I think she's going to do. We got a lot of really cool episodes planned, so stay in touch, watch everything, and hey-do.
Hey-do. This last one on there. This one's probably perfect.
Yeah, it is perfect. Well, for the guys at least.
Yep.
There.
Thanks for watching Door County Girl. Don't forget to subscribe, and we will see you next time.